Hello there, how are you today? How you doing today? Thank God it's Friday. All right, so my name is Onome Odokuma, Extraordinary Woman of Impact. How are you today? Today we're looking at limiting beliefs that plague women. Yes, we may say women, but even if you're a man watching this right now, it also involves you as well. So limiting beliefs that plague women. When we say that plague women, limiting beliefs that stop women or stop you from achieving your goals, limiting beliefs that stops you from moving from step 1 to step 2 while you are fulfilling purpose. Now, whatever passion that you have was given to you by God. So why don't you develop it? Make sure that you do it very well. For instance, you may have a passion of counseling married people or unmarried people or teenagers or youths, as the case may be. But you are scared of going deeper into it. That's why I said limiting. When we say limiting, it stops you from actually getting to the main goal, so to say, making impact. It stops you from making impact. Yes, that is it. That's the word. Now, what are such limiting beliefs? I'll say one, copying. You feel that people are already doing this particular thing, and if I go about doing it the same way, I may be copying. Well, you may not necessarily do it the same way. You've got your own style, okay? You've got your own approach, your own curricula and all of that. So you can still do it. But you see, that is a limiting belief, feel the feeling of, oh, I may be copying someone's work. Another limiting belief is fear. Fear is a major limiting belief, okay? Now, being afraid of doing a particular thing and doing it well is a terrible thing. Remember, if you are a scholar or if you are a Bible scholar, the scripture says that the Lord has not given us the spirit of fear, but that of love, boldness, and a sound mind. Now, fear is not of God. So why are you afraid? Yes, we know fear will surely come, okay? We all get scared, or afraid of failing. But if fear is there, no problem. It's part of making impact. Go ahead and cross that ocean of fear. Yes, cross that ocean of fear, and you can do what you need to do. Now, another one is self-doubt. You're afraid of failing, like I said earlier, or you're afraid that what you are going to say will not be listened to, or the products you are going to sell will not be bought. You are afraid, you doubt that your product is not up to the world standard, so to say, or to the market standard. Don't worry, it will eventually get there, okay? People will see the value in what you are into or what you are selling. So these are limiting beliefs. But the one I want to talk about today is not complying or partially complying to instructions given to you. Now, the instructions I'm talking about here is from God. Maybe God has been telling you to do a certain thing or do it in a particular way, and you just do a bit of it. That's not complying totally. In fact, let's put it in one word. You may not like it, but it's actually called disobedience. Yes, it's disobedience when you don't comply to the full instructions given to you by God, that kind of thing. And the Bible is life. It contains life. It's all about life. And so I will refer to the Bible again today. And we are looking at Luke chapter 5, verses 1 to 7, but precisely verses 4 to 7. Now, Jesus Christ was preaching the gospel. He was preaching to people at the seaside, in a boat or in some boats, and then he stepped into a particular boat that had Simon Peter. Remember, Simon Peter was one of the disciples of Christ. In fact, it was from there that Jesus Christ, I should say, adopted him or took him as a disciple. Now, it's possible that Jesus Christ, while he was in other fishing boats, saw that Simon Peter was trying to catch fish with other fishermen. So he told Simon Peter, precisely in verse 4, he said, verse 4b, he said, launch out into the deep and let down your nets for a catch. Take note, let down your nets. So it means there were more than one net. And Simon Peter said, Master, you won't understand. We have been toiling all night, even till this morning, and we have not even caught one fish. He said, Master, you will not understand. This is though that's not exactly what he said, I'm rephrasing it, but this is the kind of word we say these days. You won't understand. As if you are the only person in that boat, as if you are the only person going through whatever thing you are going through, forgetting that there are other people who have gone through even worse situations. You say, you don't understand what I am going through right now. Are we in competition in hardship or in desperate, terrible situations? No, now. You say you don't understand. But you know what? He said, Master, we have toiled all night. But well, since you have said it, in other words, at your word, according to the verse 5 here, at your word, I will let down the net. You see that? He said, at Jesus' word, he will let down the net. So he let down one net. The net is what Simon Peter let down, not the nets, more than one. Now, when he let down the net, the scripture tells us that a lot of fishes got into the net, to the extent that the net began to break. He had to seek help from other fishermen to assist him and others to carry the net of fishes into the boat. He let down the net. Did he comply fully? No, he didn't. Assuming he had let down all the nets, I don't know how many in the boat, we are not told, but assuming he had let down the nets that were in his boat, even the ones in other fishermen's boats, into the sea, just imagine the great harvest. My dear woman, my dear person, why are you withholding the passion, the gift that God has given to you? As I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself as well. He has shown us the path. Or are you waiting for yourself to slip off and then you will now hear one voice, Onome, rise up. This is your purpose. No. That which you are in is the purpose you are. That's the purpose you've been given. The purpose you are in. You are living it. So go ahead and launch out. Go ahead and venture and do the thing that you need to do fully, with full capacity. Don't be afraid. God has got your back. He's there. He's the one who gave you the enablement to do it. Don't do it afraid. He has given you the enablement already. So let us do this thing. You are probably sent to save lives. You never can tell. You are probably sent to pick out just one person out of the dungeon, and you are limiting yourself. Just do it. The Lord will help you. He has, like I said, he has given you the enablement. Let us obey him totally. Yes, sometimes it may seem like it's kind of foolish in our ears, but let us do it. I pray that God will give us the grace. Of course, we already have the grace anyway to understand his word better and launch out. Dear woman, launch out. Do this thing and you will see the mighty harvest. You will even be surprised at what you will gain from it, at the harvest, the souls that you will be winning at the end of the day. It's all to God's glory, yo. Let us launch out. So you have a great weekend. It's me again, Onome Udokuma, Extraordinary Woman, signing out. See you next week. God bless you.